checking. I'm either might be back or I won't be.
I mean, what's the motive for you? Just
To educate. My goal is to educate and exercise my rights.
I feel like these have been beat to death on YouTube, though, man. I feel like we're not getting anything new out of it.
When your horse poo was called out within 5 seconds. Good afternoon, everyone. Johnny O from the Plot Hole, taking a break from cooking the chili. Do you like yours with or without beans? Let me know down in the comments. Anyway, while the chili is cooking, I thought I'd present you with one of the best examples on how to handle frauditors. This is a fun one, so grab your frauditor slaying beverage of choice, your leftover Thanksgiving meal, pull up a chair, and let's jump into the sea of stupidity. Oh boy, we're back to auditing the BMV. For some reason, this video doesn't include the frauditor's behavior before the police were called. I wonder why.
No one call. I'm sorry, I put him in front.
How you doing today, officer? How you get your name and badge number?
Don't I know you? You
Probably
live in
do.
Norwood, don't you?
Norwood? Nope, don't live in Norwood. Can I get your name and badge number real quick?
No, let me go talk to the people that called
Them
on
too?
you.
Is that your policy?
No, it's not my policy.
It actually is your policy.
No,
It is. But okay,
it's
that's
not.
sure.
Stop following me, though. Thanks.
I'm not following you. I'm in a public place.
You're one of those auditors, right?
One of
You're making
those. That
you're
sounds
a
great.
journalist, right?
We're off to a great start. I love this officer's response to the frauditor script. The fact that he immediately shut down that nonsense is priceless.
That sounds great.
Do you guys want him trespass from your
Yeah.
privately owned
You
business?
can't. You're
It's
gonna
a private.
trespass me.
It's a privately owned business.
Which makes it public.
It's a privately owned business.
makes it public.
They don't want you in here, bud. Back up, man. You're blocking
you're
a fire
walking into
escape.
me. I was walking in. You
You're
turned
blocking a
around.
fire
You're
escape,
blocking
man.
it, buddy.
What do you want?
Are you
man?
serious right now?
Yeah. They don't want you in there.
I want a supervisor, sir.
No.
You're denying me request of a supervisor?
Yeah, I am. Because
Really?
there's no need for one.
I can hear the frauditor tears flowing on this one. What's the over-under on how long it takes for one of them to hit the comments with a common tyrant or bootlicker bullshit?
Are you trespassing me on threat of arrest?
I'm telling you, you just can't go back in there, man. They
And
don't
if
want
I
you
go
in
back
there,
in there,
okay?
are you going to arrest me?
It's
Is
not gonna
that
arrest
a
you. I have
lawful order?
discretion. You watch too much YouTube, man. Get out of here. Okay.
It's like this cop knows what we know. Yes, he watches too much YouTube, and your frauditor soft-set university training isn't going to serve you well. Yes, the Ohio Bureau of Motor Vehicles is a government agency. However, back in 2014, Ohio decided to privatize all BMV offices. Unless Ohio has reversed that decision, you're harassing a private business.
Have a good
Seriously,
day.
are you going to arrest me if I go
Have a
back
good
in
day,
there?
bud. Have a good day, man.
I'm going to go back in there if you don't tell me you're going to arrest me.
Look, I just trespassed you on behalf of them.
Okay,
It's
can
a
I get my
privately
paper?
owned.
Where's my paper?
Well,
Which makes it
privately
public?
owned,
Which
bud.
makes it public?
No, do you know
Yeah,
what private
once
means?
the government buys onto a private building, that part of the building becomes public.
So, BMVs are privately owned, okay? Did you not know that?
That's not true.
Yes, they are. They're privately owned.
Yes, that's true. Looks like this journalist didn't do his homework.
That's owned by a
They can be
business.
privately owned, but they're still public.
It's a business.
It's a
okay?
government business, yeah, which makes it public.
It's
That's
a
why I'm
privately
asking for a
owned business.
supervisor
I'm
before
not-
you make a
I'm
mistake.
not calling a business. I'm not calling my supervisor.
Well,
Don't
I'm
go back in that
requesting a
business, okay,
supervisor.
bud? No.
Are you doing it under threat of arrest?
I'm telling you, you're not allowed back in there, bud. Okay?
Yeah, are
Causing
you
an
telling
annoyance-
me?
Listen,
Are you
causing an
with a
annoyance and
lawful
alarm.
order? Is that a
Listen to what I'm
lawful
saying.
order?
Are you gonna let me talk, man, or are you just gonna make your video? You're causing an annoyance and alarm
No,
to
I'm
the
not.
people inside of that business. Yes, you are. That's why I'm
Videotaping?
here. Yes, you are
So,
causing.
are
an
you the
annoyance and
feelings
alarm.
police or law
I'm telling you,
police?
you're causing an annoyance and alarm, which is the statute,
Uh-huh.
which comes to disorderly conduct. You're becoming
Really?
disorderly at this.
This is where he stops his video and shows a statute for disorderly conduct. He cites that filming in public isn't covered. But here's the rub. You were filming in a privately owned business. They told you to leave. You didn't. Your purpose there is no longer lawful and serves no reasonable purpose.
Okay, it's a privately owned business.
Under threat of arrest, that's all I need.
I'm telling you to go away as a courtesy of the property owner. Okay, please go away.
Is that a threat? I'm not. Or is that a
You're
lawful
not gonna
order?
get any story here, bud. All right.
Okay,
This has
I
been
will, because
played
I
out
will be
all over
back
the
on a day
internet.
that I will be okay to be
This
arrested.
is
So I mean,
all over the internet, man. You're nothing original. Just go away, man.
you're a trident, man.
He's a what? He's a trident? One of these? That's kind of cool, actually. I think the word you were looking for is tyrant. Tyrant. You frauditors can't even get your own script right.
What's your badge number, officer? I need your badge number. Let's see, 20169. What's your badge number, officer?
I'm not giving you my badge number. I don't have to.
Yeah. This is sad.
Have a good day, man.
I heard bad news about Norwood Police. Now I believe it. Don't worry, I'll be at your station later.
Have a good day.
I'll be at your station later. I'll be filing a complaint, officer.
Officer Mollman. Mollmann. Have a
Badge
good day.
number?
No.
Man, of course.
give you
Sir,
a badge
you a
number.
supervisor? 20166. You a supervisor in here?
No.
Can I get a supervisor, please?
No.
Really? Well, can I get your badge number?
No.
Can I get your names and badge numbers?
Right here.
Right here. How original. How original.
Really?
How original.
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 Come on, man.
Can I get your names and badge number?
Come on, man. Seems like your script nonsense has no power over these officers. They laugh at the irony here. Imagine calling your opponent unoriginal whilst engaging in an unoriginal activity.
Go in there and cause annoyance.
That recording.
And again, no one's saying that recording does.
All I'm
cause-
doing is
it's-
recording.
It's
You're not the
perception.
feelings police, though. You're law enforcement.
You're not hurting my feelings.
You're saying that their feelings are going to be hurt, and that's why they asked me to leave. That's why the officer asked me to leave.
It's a private business. If they don't want you there, if you go into McDonald's or Kroger,
Kroger's McDonald's private business.
so the BMV is not.
It's a governmentally owned place. It may not be governmentally owned, but the government runs it. The government tells how the privately owned person to run it.
Yes, I skipped ahead there. What in the word salad did he just say? It's a governmentally owned business that's not governmentally owned, but the government tells the private business how to run it? Have we found the new Glenn Serio? This moron makes as much sense as a potato melon. Super Dummy here finally gets a lieutenant out, so let's skip ahead and see what he has to say.
Lieutenant? How you doing today, officer?
Pretty good. You?
I'm doing great. Can I get your badge number?
It's 131.
131. I appreciate that, officer. I appreciate it a lot. Now, is that in your policy? To identify with your name and badge number. That's my question for you. It's not in your policy? Okay. Now, they're trying to stop me from recording in a public place.
Okay. Inside, that's not a public place.
It's a public lobby. It's funded by the government.
That's privately owned.
It may be privately owned, which
It's-
makes
it's
it public when it's funded by the
privately
government.
owned. And if the managers does not want you in there, then you cannot be in there. You can record anything you want out here, but it was the moment you walk inside that business and they ask you to leave, then you have to leave.
Am I going to get arrested if I go back in there? Is my question.
Yes.
I will be arrested.
Yes. And you'll be transported downtown to the Hamilton County Justice Center for trespassing.
Aw. Lieutenant Robert England here, coming to haunt your dreams of frauding a private business. Yes, you would go to jail for trespassing. I wonder if he gets it now.
They've warned you. We've warned you. I don't really know of any other option.
Dave, is that one of them?
They.
Okay, gotcha.
The employees.
Yeah, the employees of the
people
BMV.
that represent the owner of the business. The business owner's name is Brittany. And her name's
Yeah, I
on the
don't. I probably shouldn't test it today because I'll probably be stuck there all weekend, huh?
Nobody wants to be stuck there, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason to do that. I mean,
See, if I do that, then I fight it in court and it gets thrown out. Then that gives me the right to come back and actually record and then show the employees that they can't just call somebody or call the police on somebody recording when they're trying to do a story on the BMV.
but it's a privately owned.
I understand
business.
how you
can't
think
be,
that.
You can't be inside
I understand
recording
that.
people's personal information.
And that's not.
That's what
There's
they're
no
worried
right to
about.
privacy in public. It's a public lobby because it is owned by a private citizen,
And I thought Chili was a master of contradicting himself.
but it's a government facility. It's still ran. The government tells them how to run it. The funding goes in it from the government. It is a government building.
Well, I don't know anything about the funding. All I can tell you is it's a privately owned business, right in there. And if they tell you you're not allowed in there, then you're not allowed in there. Just like if you walked into McDonald's and McDonald's told you that you're not allowed in there, you're not allowed in
And
there.
McDonald's is a
Like-
private place. They're not owned
Well,
by
like
the
you said,
government.
when you walk to the post office after you're done here, you're gonna get the same response, man.
But you're going to have to deal with their federal.
Right, like I
thing.
said, it's like now you're in a
The federal thing ain't
grounds,
gonna. They're not gonna do anything because they'd already put them in law on how to.
So, just to clarify, I did talk
Yes.
to them a little bit, and I asked them how the business is running there. So, Brixmore is actually the business that owns the entire building, like to this strip right here. They actually own it. So, a
Yeah.
company owns that. The
Yeah, I understand
lady
that.
that bought the franchise from the B&B, her name's Brittany. It
Yes.
starts with an H. But
Yeah.
anyway, so I asked the employees, I said, are you an employee of the state? They said no. I asked them, who signs your paycheck and where does your paycheck come from? It comes from the Brittany whatever LLC. So it is a 100% privately owned business. Same thing as McDonald's, man. So if you went over to McDonald's and they say, hey, man, say, hey, Mr. Is you go by Mr. Morgan or Mr. Hale Morgan? How do you go by?
Hail Dash Malai. It's
Okay.
both, so
Okay. I'll call you good citizen. How about that?
you ran my stuff.
Yeah. How about you like that, don't you? Good
Yeah.
citizen.
I
They
should
don't want
see.
you-
I made my mistake by sitting on the scooter.
So
No, you made your mistake thinking that frauditing was a good life choice. And I love that this officer keeps giving this mega moron the sarcasm he deserves. Look, folks, if you want to record in public, have at it. But if you walk into a business and they ask you to leave, you have to leave or suffer the consequences. And as for this tyrant crap, if these officers were tyrants, they would have cracked his skull and dragged him to lockup. Go get a real understanding of tyranny. And that's our show. If you enjoyed yourself, hit that like button on your way to the next video. Subscribe to the channel and smash that bell like Chili smashes Nutella snacks so you don't miss an episode. Seriously, folks, don't be a Chili. Go do some actual good for your fellow humans. Volunteer. It's the season of giving. Maybe give a little. Who knows? I want to send a special shout out to all my channel members and patrons. Your support truly means the world to me. As always, I'm Johnny O, and it's time for everyone's favorite pastime. That's right, it's time for finger guns, baby.